Do you know what is done in a mining laboratory? In this video, we show you some of the most common procedures with the collaboration of the briefcase of mineral applications. Here we can see how our colleague receives a sample, which can be mineral, sterile, soil, waste, or any other material. It's important to properly label the sample, since it's essential to have it correctly located to identify it with the corresponding batch received. The way to label samples depends on each laboratory, but a logical and constant nomenclature is usually applied to facilitate the work. These samples often contain moisture and need to be dried in an oven, otherwise the results of the measurements we make will not be real. For example, when weighing a soil sample, if it's wet, it will weigh more than if it does not, since the pores would be filled with air. As we want to know the weight only of the soil sample, we evaporate the water and thus the result will be reliable. In addition, it's important to measure the amount of moisture present in the sample. This is done empirically. The sample is dried, the mass is weighed and noted. This glass container is called a desiccator and is used to cool the samples without acquiring ambient humidity. Grinding is a fundamental part in metal mining and also in laboratories. The metal of interest is forming part of the received sample, but its size is usually very small, on the order of microns. For this reason, it's necessary to mill the sample in specific equipment. In the mill, the contained balls reduce the size of the particles, thus facilitating the release of the species of interest. Other procedures carried out in laboratories are those focused on knowing what metals are in the sample. In these cases, the most common process applied is the digestion. The mechanism is similar to the digestion process of our stomachs. A quantity of sample already in powder is attacked with an acid to obtain a liquid solution in which these metals are dissolved. This solution is filtered and prepared for analysis in equipment called ICP that returns the concentration values of metals in liquids, either in percent or in parts per million. For example, if we analyze a copper ore sample with this equipment, we will obtain values for the percentage of copper content. And so far, our Express Lab class. Thank you very much for your attention. We hope you like it. Because mining is the future, and with you, it is more.